Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to 999. 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors. We unexpectedly ended up in the next puzzle room. There's an upstairs, and there's about 3 directions. So I guess we start looking at boxes. And we search all these boxes. Nothing in them. Then why are they there? Oh, here's something. Did you find something, Junpei? It's a card. It's got a headshot on it. Headshot? Yeah. Wow. That's more than just a headshot. I found me. I found myself, guys. I went out into the darkness and came back holding myself. This one's got me on it. Nothing on the back, and there's a little, like, computer thing at the bottom. I kind of hoping there'd be more commentary to it, to be honest. Oh, we're in the thing together. Card with June's face printed on it. That's disappointing. It's a lot. We need the key. All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they? Do they? Oh. Junpei, take a look at this. So we put each person with their own card. Card with Lotus's face printed on it. I want them to comment or something. Does that mean we need to collect the cards we don't have? Oh, there is a little liquid in these barrels. I'm not sure what it is, however. This would be such a great moment to, like, hear everyone talk about everyone else, especially the ones that aren't in the party. That'd be awesome. A box. There's nothing inside. These crates are quite large. They seem to be tied to one another with some sturdy straps. Interesting. Why were you in a bag? Get out of that bag! This guy. This guy's the 9th man on it. He's the first victim of this notary game. Actually, could think of it. He was acting pretty weird even before then. I wonder what his deal was. Yeah, he definitely said that Zero had lied to him. Yeah, they look like they're children of the other crates. That sounds like some kind of fairy tale. I don't know, man. You ever think about how crates would reproduce? Doesn't sound like a fairy tale to me. I don't know. It sounds weird. I wonder what's inside all these crates. So the top one wasn't part of that. Jumpy, look at, there's something on it, isn't there? A coffin? It's kind of weird to find a coffin here, right? It's telling us to search here. Do you think you could get a look at that? I've got a bad feeling about this. Wow! Please be careful, Santa. Just in case. Let's see what's trying to screw on the fences. Holy shit! What just happened? Oh man, there's electricity running through that fence. Yeah, it looks like it. We could jump off those crates, but we wouldn't be able to get back. Then we get over the fence by jumping on these crates. What are you saying? There's a huge little current running through that fence. You won't be able to get back. Are you even sure you can move them? What if they weigh too much? What do you want to do? Alright, there's Snake. Snake. Is that Snake's card? Yeah, you want to see it? No, that's fine. Poor Snake. Snake? Snake! And I figured that Clover would be right next to Snake. This is Clover's card. Look at the photo. She is kind of cute, isn't she? Why are they now talking about them? What's up? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. There's nothing in these crates. I don't know what's in these barrels. Are they way perhaps liquid of some sort? The stairs to go up 3 stories. Oh, what are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever, I'm going. This door, except this is the only door here, so the one we just came through. Well, then this is the exit. No shit, Sherlock. Of course it's locked. No, just a keyhole right on the doorknob. We'll keep going up then, as far as I can tell. Wait, why am I back down here? That was weird. Why is it, like, angled like that? Some sort of boxy device. The monitor's off. It's got a green switch and a red, some kind of lever. I don't seem to do anything, though. Excuse me, guys. There's a single green light at the bottom, though. Well, that means... There's several lights with numbers 1 through 9. The light with 9 is lit. There's 6 holes here. Like jacks for headphone cables. But maybe we put something in them. Okay, so that seems to be everything. This is Seven's card. This is supposed to be a train card. It's not a very good one. Unfortunately, I'm still missing... Are these them? Man, the guy on this card's one good-looking son of a bitch. Way more class than that other chump. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? What's your problem? Didn't say I meant you, did I? And we're down to just one of the 9. Is this it? No. But there's nothing inside the box. What's in this thing? Apparently nothing's in that thing. I'm missing one card. It did say, do we need to get the other ones? Is there one already in there? Okay, no, there's not. Huh. Which one did I miss? That is the question. Definitely got both of those. Oh, there's the last one. Found it. Card with a headshot. Huh. It's Ace's card. That's some kind of European lord. Oh, my headshot. You want to see it? It's actually a pretty good picture. No, I don't need to see it. In fact, we really ought to get back to our search. I don't want to look at a picture of myself.
Now we finally have all 9 picture cards. We just need to insert these cards into the slots at the front of each box.
Jimmy stared at the cards in his hand. Ace peered his shoulder at them.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
I mean, it's got to be our nunnery number, doesn't it? Jimmy gave him a look.
Yeah, of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match our numbers to the numbers, then you pop the corresponding card in the right box.
Yeah.
So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2, and so on.
Yeah, this isn't really a puzzle.
Oh, I see.
What the hell?
Huh? What is it?
Jimmy thought he might have imagined it, but he could have sworn Ace stiffened. And just then, Jimmy heard a noise. He spun around just in time to see June collapse in front of the fence.
Hey! June, are you okay?
Why is she doing this again? June, stop falling out! She didn't respond. Jimmy spun back around to face Ace.
I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You finish the box thing, alright? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you.
He showed the cards in Ace's hand and ran off towards June.
Are you alright? What happened?
You know what I'm thinking, actually? Because they made a point, I forget who brought it up, but they made a point earlier that there is a medical condition of people that cannot distinguish between faces. And they like get around it by looking at different hairstyles and things like that. But if Ace has that, because it seemed like it is the only piece of information that the game brought up completely out of nowhere, had nothing to do with communal memories. It really is the only story that, other than, like Clover's backstory, how she was on this ship, it's the only thing that came completely out of nowhere and seems to connect to nothing. And now it's connecting to Ace, or at least I feel like it might be. That might be why Ace is kind of freaking out, like, oh, okay. Junpei called out to her as he ran.
Can you stand?
As he ran, June was climbing to her feet with Santa's help.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine.
Why do you keep doing this? Stop being dead.
I just tripped.
Don't give me that. Now is not the time.
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
Just let me see for a sec.
Junpei put his palm on her forehead.
You're still warm.
Her temperature was much the same as it had been the last time he checked. She wasn't hot like she'd been before, but she was still warm. Her fever wasn't completely gone.
I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know?
It's still really weird that June keeps falling out like this. She would have been more willing to agree if June hadn't needed quite so much help in standing up.
Still, to fall down like that? I think she's probably still a little messed up.
June was doing her best to busy herself brushing dust off her dress. Her smile looked a little embarrassed, and her face was a bit flushed. She did look a good deal better than she had. Still.
All right, well, let's just get out of here as fast as we can so we can get you to a hospital.
Yeah, I don't understand why June is the only one that is continuously collapsing. Like, no one else is showing any adverse effects. They said earlier it was, oh, well, it's really stressful, and so of course people are going to be reacting. But it's goddamn more than that.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious.
I do. This is the third effing time.
I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what my dad said.
Medicine. Medicine, huh?
You put the lime in the coconut, you put them both together.
Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you easy.
Why Ace? Is he a doctor?
Ace? Why?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company.
Oh. I definitely didn't know that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the name, I think.
Whoa, wait, what? That's the company that was responsible for the Nonary Games 9 years ago, wasn't it?
Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
Well, that's certainly interesting. Now I have to wonder how the members of this Nonary game were chosen, because that really like socketed something into place. Because Ace is the president of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Snake and Clover were involved in the Nonary game 9 years ago on this ship. Lotus is the mother of two of the other girls that were involved in that game. Seven is the cop who snuck onto the ship and ended up finding out about the game. The ninth man is specifically connected to Zero, and was betrayed by Zero, but was definitely either involved in the abductions or involved in the setup of the Nonary game, and knew certain things about the Nonary game before we even got started. That only actually leaves Santa, me, and June unaccounted for, and with no clear connection to the previous game. All three of us are of an age where we may have been involved in the last one, but nothing has been said in order to indicate that we are. Interesting. I'm pretty sure, again, also getting back to the idea that one of us is Zero, that again reinforces what I said about Ace possibly getting the ninth man's card and using it to kill Snake. Because if Ace is Zero, that's something he would do. Although, again, actually, I say that, I'm not sure I agree with it. Because the whole point of the game is to see what people do. And sabotaging and murdering people doesn't really feel like a Zero in... But again, I'm kind of assuming Zero is acting like Monokuma and just doing it to observe and see people's reaction. And it's less fun if Monokuma gets directly involved. I don't know that Zero necessarily has the same MO, but why gather everyone here and then interfere with your own game? But if Ace isn't 0, then who is? Like, it doesn't make sense for Lotus to be 0. It doesn't make sense for either... I guess actually Clover or Snake could have been 0, although Snake would have a hard time being 0 if then getting himself murdered. So Clover could be 0. But again, the way Clover acted at the end of the Axe ending, where she's just gleefully running around murdering people, doesn't make sense for the same reason Ace being 0 doesn't make sense. 7 is possible if he got really, really, really warped by the investigation and kind of like, in order to rationalize it, almost got Stockholm Syndrome for 0. Or it could be either Santa or June, like, because neither of them have any backstory other than I knew June when I was a kid. And Santa is a complete question mark.
Soparil. Soparil. I've heard of that before somewhere.
I have too. Junpei couldn't shake the feeling he'd heard about Soparil before. Santa continued.
Soparil. It's an anesthetic that's a gas at room temperature. A lot like how nitrous oxide is.
Wow, how does he know
It
that?
takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective.
That also actually goes into the fact that Ace was able to drug himself so effectively because Ace fully well knew exactly how the medications would work.
A bunch of countries quickly accepted it for widespread use within their police and military forces. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer.
Well, do we want to clear rooms?
It was practical, ethical, and the humane nature of it made it the ideal drug. It's been around for about 6 years. They developed it from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders.
Well, that's awfully convenient.
Demand for Soparil skyrocketed, and of course that meant Cradle Pharmaceuticals' stock did too.
Why do you know all of this?
Yeah, are we actually going to find out about Santa's backstory? Because he's the biggest question mark. We don't really know anything about him. His information was interesting, but Junpei couldn't help feel a little suspicious. It was blunt and
I
simple.
heard it from the old man himself.
From Ace? When?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second-class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5?
Interesting. So does that... Okay. So if I went to door 4, I couldn't have this
It was
exchange.
back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know?
Huh.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing.
So I'm also wondering how much Junpei knows in this playthrough, because I'm starting to see how this game comes together, where I've put it together now, but because the thing is he's reacting to Soparil, but he's not reacting to Cradle. And that's because, well, that's interesting, because we find out about Cradle Pharmaceuticals from our discussion with 7. I forget where that discussion takes place, though. Is it in the second set of doors or the third? Because he may talk about it in the third set of doors, in which case you can never get here knowing that information. But if he talks about it in the second set of doors, then had we gone that route, we would be here and actually be able to confront Ace. You seem to be having difficulty with the 9
What
boxes.
the hell is he doing?
He turned back to June and Santa.
June, don't push yourself, alright?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her? I'll go check on Ace. Looks like he's having trouble.
Sure.
He gave them both a short nod and turned headed towards Ace.
What are you doing?
Ace's back was to him as Junpei approached. The older man turned around and looked at him. His face was pale and covered in
What
sweat.
happened?
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
What can't you see well?
These pictures.
Ace held the cards out to Junpei, splayed out in the shape of a fan.
I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia.
Developing? I didn't think it was a thing that could develop. I thought it was a condition you either had or you didn't.
Growing old is a difficult thing.
Or is that not the same thing? I don't remember the word for not being able to distinguish faces. He made the best of he could at self-deprecating smile, but his face was flush. He looked pale and drawn. Because, yeah, if he has presbyopia, assuming it is the condition where you can't tell faces, then he could probably figure out who Clover is, and maybe 7. But he would probably have a hard time, like, between June and Junpei, because he'd just see, like, brown hair. Santa would stand out, but again, even his picture and Snake's would be similar. And Lotus and the Ninth Man's would be somewhat similar, although he might be able to tell the ponytail.
At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
He shut the cards in Junpei's hands and walked quickly away. Junpei looked at him quizzically.
How could simply looking at cards have tired him out?
Junpei looked down at the cards in his hand. All the pictures were quite clear, each person easily recognizable. Was Ace's vision truly so
But
bad?
if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable?
Then Junpei remembered what he'd heard from Lotus much earlier.
Prosopagnosia.
Yep, okay, it wasn't the same thing, but So, and this is the part of the same playthrough, which is good.
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours. So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia?
It's also kind of funny that Junpei's photo was taken from that scene. Junpei took another look at Ace. He sat at the base of the stairs, looking quite depressed.
Well, he looks depressed enough to have it.
I don't think depression is a condition. If he really did have prosopagnosia, there was no doubt it was a depressing and painful experience. Still, he didn't feel like patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything would be okay. Still, Junpei felt perhaps it was best to keep Ace's condition to himself, at least for the time being. Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back towards the boxes.
Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle.
9 cards with pictures and 9 boxes. They stared at them for a moment and then began.
Ace's card is in box 1, Snake's is in number 2. I just need to do the same for the rest. And finally, the 9th man's card into box 9.
Oh wow, I don't even get to do it? All 9 lids popped open at once.
Oh, they opened!
He peered inside.
What the?
In each box was a single pen.
9 pins?
They looked like a little like sewing pins, but much thicker.
I guess I'll take them with me.
Junpei collected them all quickly, and shoved them into his pocket. Oh, it's one item. Cool. Like the kind of pins you use for sewing. There are 9 of them in total, and they have numbers on them that run from 1 to 9. Well, pretty clearly, that's going to be involved in this thingy up here. But the question is, I've only got 6. There's 6 holes. The pins I just found would be a perfect fit for them. When you found the 9 boxes, right? Huh? Why don't you try it? I think 2, 4, and 6 should go here in the top part, and 3, 5, and 7 on the... Upon what are you basing that? Huh? Some of them lit up. Yeah, 3 and 6. Well, there's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on. Well, I put the 2, 4, and 6 on the top part, and the 3, 5, and 7 pins on the bottom. You think maybe it's the digital root? Yeah, 2, 4, and 6 is 12. The digital root of 12 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. 3, 5, and 7 is 15. The digital root of 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. I have to match the digital root of the pins inserted at the top and lower parts to light up. That's how it works. There's one other thing I'd like to check. You put the 1, 2, and 3 pins on top, and the 6, 7, and 8. Is he trying to make them both be 6? They turned it off. 6, 7, 8 is 21. Digital root of 21 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns off. 1, 2, and 3 is 6. Root of 6 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns off. Yeah, it looks like that's the trick. Alright, now we know how it works. Want to give it a try? Are we trying to get all the lights off or all the lights on? No, I figure we can try and see if we can turn them all on, you know? It's only going to have if we can manage that. One of the 6 holes, then pick one of the pins you have and insert into the hole. Until all 6 holes are filled. Okay. So, first we need 10. So, 1. I just picked you. 2 and 7. And I have to pick the hole first. And then for 2, we need 11. So... I don't think I can get to 11 anymore. So I can also get 2 with 20. So that would be 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. 8 plus 4 is 12. 8 plus 9 is 17 plus 3. There's 1 and 2. So now, for 3, well, let's go ahead and go. I feel like the ones in the middle will be the easiest. So, 8. 8 is 17, so we need 9. I keep doing that. 1 and 7. And then 7 will be 16. So that is 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. Alright. Good deal, good deal, good deal. Now, 3 we can get to... 6 we can actually get with just 1, 2, and 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3. And then 5 we can get to with 14. Which we can no longer get. We can also get 5 with 23. Which 9 plus 7 is 16 plus 8. Okay, 9, 7, and 6. Oops. Messed that up. Okay, so 5 is 14, which would be... Seven, 6, and 1. Because 7 and 7 is 14. And then 5... Wait. 3 is 12. Which is 3, 4, and 5. Oh, the lights are on. The shutter opened up. Hey, does that mean... Yeah, we gotta do it again. I thought I was doing so well. Okay, so we got 9 holes, and there's an F above them. I don't know what the F means, but I know one thing. This time there's 9 holes, so we need to insert all 9 pins. Let's just try it, alright? I don't know... Am I is it F because it is 16? Am I trying to make 7? I'm just gonna try putting them all in. See what that does. Didn't even do anything. Okay. So if F is 16, are we trying to get them all to add up to 16? Well, actually, F is 15. We can do that, though, fairly easily. 1... 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 9 is 14. I don't actually know what I'm doing right now, guys. Now I'm just doing it in a reverse order. Because I don't know what F means. I think maybe the F means 15? Yeah, base 10 F is hex, right? That's what I figured out as well, but I don't know what 15 means. Do I have to make it so that... Because that's the problem, I don't know that you can... With the little thing, everything across makes 15. So... Because here's the problem, because like... 1 plus 5 plus 9 is 15. Does it have to make 15 in all directions? Is it basically like Sudoku? Because 5, 1, and 9, and then you would have to go 5, 3, and 7. And then 9, 2, and 8. 3... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6, 15, and 6. I messed it up. Okay, so 1, 5, and 9, that is definitively 15. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that is 15. 6 and 4 is 15. 8 and 2 is... So it works for all of these, but it doesn't work across, I bet. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Okay, so instead of that, I do think we're on the right track. So 3 will go there, and then its opposite 7 goes here. Now we just have to make these fit. So, and we can't make them fit. So, okay. 9... So 1 plus 3 is 4. So in order to make it up to 15, because that's the problem. I don't. God dang it! I didn't mean to do that. 5 kind of has to go in the middle because it's the linchpin that everything else hinges around. 1 and 8. No, 1 and 9. Okay, and if we put 2 here, 2 plus 9 is 11, which means we need the 4 here. 2 plus 5 is 7, which means we need the 8 up here. 4 plus 5 is 9, which means we need the 6 there. 2 plus 6 is 8, which means we need the 7 there. And 8 plus 4 is 12, which means we need the 3 there. Okay, yep, got it. There, all pins insert, all lights lit. We did it. Power's on now. This is when electricity on the monitor at the top now. So we can activate the device at the top. But I wonder what these do. Where do you find this? I found when you were messing around with the pinholes. It's like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, he's got a remote control for that. Machine over there. Apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000. Whatever. So what are we supposed to do with it? See the cough on top of the crates? Did you want to know what the deal is with it? Freaking love Santa. Santa's hilarious. You want to check it out? Alright. I think we're going to get there. Well, there were some crates on the right side of the fence. Someone had piled up like stairs. Maybe we make past the coffin from there. Line up the crates? That sounds about right. It's another one of Zero's puzzles. Confused users too fast, but programs will only start moving once the path has been completely programmed in. Once you just touch down view the areas where you can move the machine. Once I see my orders pushed out, I just pull the lever. The reset button lets me start over again. Okay, can I... How do I... Come on, the pusher can't move the heavy metal crate, okay? When a square adjacent to the Pushmaster 5000 is pressed, the Pushmaster 5000 will move to that square. If there's a crate in the way, the Pushmaster 5000 will push up a single... The crates appropriately and efficiently to fill the yellow areas. So it can't move that crate. Yeah, I can't do that. I think I've already messed up. Because I can't move that. How the hell do you do that without this guy? Because no matter what you do... Because you move it there, you also won't be able to ever get back to it, will you? Okay, what happens if I do this? Nothing. Didn't mean to leave. Can I lift it up? Why do I have 51 moves now? Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Get do, move. Get do, move. Okay, I see now. So, and then you move this back. That gives me the same problem. Okay. Stop being stupid. So move that in. Move that up. Crap, this is actually a really good puzzle. I like it. Okay. Okay, I'm on to you, game. Interesting. And then we're stuck here. Wow, 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 wow. So how do you ever get one into that? I think I see, actually. This is... I did not think this puzzle would be as good as it's turning out to be. I am actually pretty damn impressed. Bam! Alright, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next? See, it's moving already. That was a good puzzle. I enjoyed that tremendously. Made me actually pretty damn happy. Oh, pushed back to 5,000, did what I was told to, and lined up all the crates. Now I can reach the coffin. She needs to climb those crates over by the fence. Here we go, guys.
Mummy!
What?
Just kidding.
I was gonna say, is this that whole like crazy mummy curse Titanic thing?
Really?
Whatever. Just open it.
Okay, okay.
A small key and
And a gun? I don't feel like a gun is a good thing to be introducing into this game right now.
a gun?
Yeah, a revolver.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
I mean, I certainly hope so.
This thing is... Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real... Oh.
You're not gonna take it?
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage.
So you're just going to leave it in the box where anyone can grab it?
Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I would at least throw it somewhere where no one can get to it, or take just the bullets.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
Or at least encourage it.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Oh wow, what a bold statement.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you?
Oh, absolutely
Of course
not.
We'll take that with us.
The rustic key. Maybe I can use this. Yeah, sounds like that did it. Look at it. Looks open, Jumpy. I see. This key should open this door. We made it, guys. I found it. I'm the best around.
A long hallway, huh?
Let's check it out.
We've seen this elevator before.
We have, and we will have to continue exploring it next time, because when I go to the... I guess I'll save. I always do that. I always go to the save file. No. When I go to the flow log, I actually notice that, unlike the other two places, there's an extra bubble here. So there's quite a bit coming. So we will explore the end of this path next way, probably get to the ending, and then see about unlocking the other endings, because I can definitely see that regardless, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks left to explore. One of them goes that way. Nothing is going this way, but there's definitely 2 endings on this path, so we'll just have to see, guys. Yep, we'll just have to see, guys. We'll just have to see in the next one. fantastic player, guys. Let's do this.